Hi, how are you? Welcome to Uganda Zaabu, that show where I report the news to you for the bad things it has done. I'm your host, Daniel O'Mara, and today we are going to be talking about the one and only Miss Curvy, or not. Okay, let's not talk about it in the way it's been dishonorably spoken about, as in obesity camp. No. Today we are trying to figure out why it's been explained, re-explained, and over-explained. Because the first thing we remember was the Minister of Tourism, Honorable himself, saying this.
As a country and as Uganda Tourism Board, our agency, we concentrate at two items. One is marketing. Two is product development. We need a lot of diversification of our product. We cannot just be having business as usual.
This man's passion. Yeah, but first of all, explanation. Number one, we must diversify products. Big, small products. Keyword here, products.
As a country, we must be able to create the experience. We must be able to create the excitement. When we were launching the Rolex some time back, it now taking about 3 years. Of course, very many Uganda bashed us. It's now coming 4 years. But every tourist that come at the airport to say, I want to eat the Ugandan Rolex. It may not be the best for you, but I want to tell you, that is the excitement that we need in a country. We must create people must be excited. We must be excited ourselves about what we are. Then this excitement is going to act as an attraction to the rest of the people.
Okay, first of all, I admire this guy's enthusiasm. I mean, the energy is real in his delivery. However, explanation number two. Before you even think of dissing this contest, remember, once upon a time, they launched Rolex. And now, every tourist wants to eat Rolex. Based on that context, you know what this means for our dear curvy ladies. But I'm not going to go into that because, PG, we care for your children. But keyword here is excitement. Let's keep it going. Roll it.
Tourism is not only about animals. It's about our food, the way we walk, the way we are created, our curves. Yes, that's about us. You may hate it or what, but that's what we are. That's what we are, and that's what we market. We are marketing this country with its people.
Oh no, he didn't. Yes, he did. He actually did. Yep, he said it. He did. And at that point, if you had given a Ugandan a gun with 3 bullets to kill 3 people they didn't like, Kiwanda would have died from all 3 shots. One guy, headshots only. And if you think after the national uproar things changed, oh no, you are not ready. Because this is what he said just a few days later.
For us, some of us cannot compete into this kind of pageant, but we can compete on our size. So the only difference between the other pageants that have been taking place and this was the issue of size. Yeah, these ones are slightly bigger than the other, but the concept is the same, right, Honorable Speaker.
When it comes to describing women, and you start now coming up telling us that women, you're going to start describing them by curves. Even when they talk about the beauty of women, they call it a beauty contest. They do not start saying the legs, how they are formed.
Is it in order, therefore, for him to believe that for example, Honorable Ruth Nankabirwa, who doesn't have a curve, who is not curvy, and my celeb, who is not curvy, is it in order for Honorable Minister to believe that we can't contribute?
And that happened in Parliament. Now everybody wants to have calves. Men inclusive, by the way, because potbellies do qualify as calves. And I mean, who wouldn't want to be part of this amazing tourism innovation? Like, think about it, wouldn't you? It's still better than that time they tried to change the anthem just to call tourists. I mean, no one's going to say, oh my God, it's a war-torn country. There's starvation, there's all these things going wrong. But I love their anthem. Never seen that. But incredibly, the minister was not done yet. Yeah, after Parliament, he went ahead and did this.
God created us in His image. In His image we were created. When you read the Genesis story, the story of the creation, chapter 1, from verse 1 to verse 31, God created, and God is the first tourist. Because whatever he would create, he would look at that creation and say, wow, this is beautiful. God himself is a tourist.
So, we can all just blame God for this. It's your right as a human being, because angels can't do it. It's your right. That and the right to shut up when you're not making sense. But whoever uses that one, yeah. So he called God a tourist. The lightning that is going to strike you is still being sharpened in heaven. You have no idea. You didn't call me a tourist in a place I created. But that means also God being the first tourist could be the first perpetrator of a sexual harassment case. Ooh. I'm still going to church for this one. But yeah, because he created man and woman, not in any particular order, and just looked at them and said, you are beautiful. Some people may say it's crossing the line, but who are you to reject a compliment from the person who created you? Then again, he could have just been giving a big up to himself like, nailed it, not you're hot, but I did this. Look at me now. I do not know. That's not for me to judge. But here's what the people on the other side think.
Holy shit. Are all Ugandan women like this?
Yes, we are. Though there's some skinny ones, but the rest of us are truly African, if you know what I mean. By the way, is it true that white men love skinny women?
Am I in trouble for staring?
No, not at all, Mr. Tourist. Oh my. Don't worry about him. As I was saying, there's some loud women who think it's not right, and others harass our minister over it. But we are the modern day African invention, straight from Uganda. And we are here for your satisfaction.
What kind of satisfaction do you mean?
Whatever satisfaction you want, Mr. Tourist. It starts by looking, and then it gets to something else. Tourism is about people.
So where are we going?
The destination does not matter, Mr. Tourist. I'm here with you throughout.
Discover Uganda, home to millions of curvy women. Curvy women are not for display to persons who identify as female. Female tourists will be discussed at a later year. Please note that homosexuality is illegal in Uganda because the mouse is for eating, and do not touch the leopard's anus. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Uganda Zaabu. If you'd like to register your own curvy women company, please come to the Uganda Registration Services Bureau for more details. All tax proceeds will go to paying the Chinese debt for the work done on the Jinja Road by China Railway 17th Bureau Group Company and China First Highway Engineering Company. In the name of all that is meaty, healthy, and curvy, I'm your host, Daniel O'Mara, signing out from Uganda Zaabu. Till next time. Peace.